you come to an MLK Day here at the Garden, and the tickets are twice to three times the price, and to come here and, you know, spend your hard-earned money that you've saved up to bring your family to this game, and for us to come here and obviously not only win, which is disappointing, but not really have a chance. You know, I'd be disappointed too.
I mean, I'd be booing us too, straight up.
At halftime, you know, we usually do the clips and talk about technical X's and O's and all that, you know, crap that coaches do and teams do. There was nothing to be said at halftime except for lock in and do your job.
So the New York Knicks held a players-only meeting, specifically Jalen Brunson, after the loss to the Mavs. And you guys heard the interviews after the game. Brunson said that he'd be booing the team too. And I haven't even been making videos on the Knicks because what's to be said? It's been pretty embarrassing. I thought the Knicks got off to a great start against the Warriors. The Kings game was a joke. The Mavs game was a joke. The Suns game, some of the best defense the Knicks have played all year, but then in the fourth quarter, they got extremely cold. This team is in serious trouble right now. I know they're the 3 seed, but it's a weak Eastern Conference. Who the hell cares? The Knicks are not bought in to Mike Brown's system, and that's just inexcusable because, you know, we're quick to point the fingers as fans on the coaching staff, but what if the Knicks were bought into Mike Brown? Because they sure as hell looked like it when they won the Cup game. They sure as hell looked like it, of course, in that first half when they took a 20-point lead against the Spurs. And then, of course, I actually left at halftime and was just thinking the Knicks had it because I was going to hang out with my friends and found out they had lost. So that was the sort of the tipping point to me where everything started to go downhill. Tyler Kolek, even the Christmas Day game, the Knicks came back down 17 late in that. Tyler Kolek looked like a future stud, and he's just been flat out unplayable to this point. Can't defend, has been inefficient, turning it over. So, I mean, everything has gone wrong for the Knicks, but I think the main problem is that Mike Brown is trying to get them to play a certain way, and they just don't want to do that. And that's been reported, so it's not even my opinion. That's literally been reported. And it's crazy because the Knicks wanted to, of course, fire head coach Tom Thibodeau, and they should have fired him because Tibbs was playing the starters to the ground and refused to go to the bench. But now they don't seem to believe in Brown, and they don't like their roles. And it's Mikal, it's Cat, and Cat is making the most money on the team. Mikal Bridges, we gave up 5 first-round picks to get him. OG Anunoby actually signed the biggest contract in Knicks franchise history in terms of bringing in someone. And they haven't played well, in my opinion. Like, they just haven't been getting it done. Jordan Clarkson has been inconsistent. At times, he's even looked unplayable. And Jalen Brunson seems to be kind of the only guy every single night that you can count on, and that's a major problem. And the Knicks don't have any ball handling behind him. So if the Knicks don't get a Jose Alvarado or a Keon Ellis, I don't think they have a chance in the playoffs. I don't think the Knicks would be able to. This might sound crazy. I don't know if the Knicks would be able to beat the Miami Heat in a 7-game series right now. That's how concerned I am with the Knicks. The Pistons, they get beat pretty easily. The Celtics and the Knicks. Tatum's coming back. I mean, the Knicks are they look horrible. And a lot of it is just effort. It's being lackadaisical. It's not trusting your teammates, your coaching staff. And hopefully that players only meeting by Jalen Brunson can kind of turn things around. And something that I actually left out is the fact that Knicks players and coaches were, I don't know if it was coaches. I think it was reported that it was players were unhappy that Mike Brown hugged Draymond Green, of course, after that cat flagrant. Mike Brown did win a championship with the Warriors, and it's tough for me to give an opinion on this because I've never won an NBA championship. I mean, I think we can kind of all agree in that. But what I will say is that it's kind of crazy for me to know that Mike Brown did that. I mean, he's with the Knicks. The Warriors won. Tough, flagrant foul on, of course, Draymond, going after Cat, tripping him, and I wouldn't want anything to do with the Warriors if I'm Mike Brown. I mean, off-season, cool. But, I mean, come on, man. I mean, Mike Brown has to be here for the Knicks. And if Draymond hadn't made that flagrant, then I think it would have been okay. But, like, Draymond is he's obviously a dirty player. I think he's one of the all-time greats. Like, I respect Draymond as a player when he's not committing flagrant fouls. But it's just he's talking to Cat like crazy. And, Mike Brown just got to have Cat's back. And I don't like the look of it, and Knicks fans certainly don't as well. I mean, how could you? Like, how could anyone approve of Draymond doing that unless you're an NBA fan or a Warriors fan? If you're a Knicks fan, you shouldn't be okay with your head coach hugging Draymond after the game after he had a flagrant foul on your star center. And if the Knicks traded Karl-Anthony Towns, I actually wouldn't care. And the reason I say that is because I don't know if the Knicks can win with Cat. He's making a lot of money. He's not a good defender. He's actually been, I think this is the most inefficient Cat's ever been. Last season was awesome for the Knicks, was an all-star starter. This year, it just hasn't been the same guy. Trading Cat, though, is you have to get better. Like the Timberwolves, they got Dante DiVincenzo and Julius Randle and saved a bunch of money. They also got a first-round pick. They got better by trading Cat, and they gained flexibility. The Knicks can't just trade Cat to trade Cat. Like, they've got to get some real value here. I think a name to keep an eye on is Jaren Jackson Jr., because all of a sudden, you've got a guy who's going to score as much as Cat pretty much every single night anyway, but a significantly better defender. Obviously not the shooter of a Cat and doesn't have the size of a Cat, doesn't have the rebounding ability as a Cat. But we know that Jaren Jackson Jr., OG, and Mikhail defensively should be pretty elite. And if the Knicks want to win, they've got to be able to defend. And they certainly have not been doing much of that, at least consistently. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks were absolutely just on fire in that first half. 31 points to open up the quarter and then 44 in the second. I mean, if that doesn't, of course, lead to a team meeting, I don't know what will. Then the Suns game was good defense, just nothing in the fourth quarter. And Cat was a large reason for that. Just couldn't buy a bucket. The Warriors game got away from them. The Kings game, I mean, they actually kind of made a comeback, but we know that game wasn't even competitive. And then the Blazers game was fun, man. I actually really enjoyed that one. And the Clippers game was, it looked like the Clippers game was going to lead to something, and then it just, the Suns game, basically a choke in the fourth quarter after a comeback. I don't know. I mean, the Knicks they play the Nets on Wednesday. Hopefully they blow them out. And then Saturday at Philly, a team that's kind of had our number this year at MSG. That would be a good game. Kings again, a rematch. Toronto, Portland, Lakers. So there's some tough teams coming up. Lakers, Nuggets, Pistons, Celtics. The Pacers have actually looked a lot better, I'm going to be honest. So let's just hope that the Knicks can go ahead and figure this out. Yes, they're the 3 seed. I still believe in this team. I don't think it's fair to say that the Knicks are not winning the championship. I mean, there's still time left. But until I see the Knicks kind of buy into Mike Brown's system again, like early in the year when this team, I mean, the Knicks got up to a slow start and then they were absolutely on fire. They looked like the best team in basketball. They looked even better than OKC. But OKC now has certainly got it going and the Knicks haven't. So they need to do something. I mean, because I don't know if Jason Tatum will return this season. Even if he does, he won't be 100%. The Pistons are kind of the one team that has established themselves as a clear frontrunner, but I mean, and they actually have dominated the Celtics this year. But like Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, you never can count out the Heat. I mean, the East is truly wide open. And last year, the Knicks had to deal with, of course, Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers. I mean, they would have beaten the Thunder had it not been for Hallie's injury in the first half. I mean, he had 14 points like immediately in that first quarter. So, of course, the Knicks lost to a very good team. But without Tatum, without Hallie, like if the Knicks don't go to the finals, I mean, that's just downright embarrassing. Like, it's inexcusable if they stay healthy, which the Knicks have been healthy this season. I mean, I get that they haven't been fully healthy like every single game, but they're about as healthy as it comes. Right now, literally, actually, the Knicks are fully healthy right now. Nobody's out. So they've got to just start playing better basketball. Like, nobody cares if the Knicks lose games, but it's how they're losing games, not even having a chance, not being competitive. And you could tell something's wrong. And publicly, we know things are wrong, but then behind the scenes, imagine what's kind of going on right now.